So, a moment of your life would mean a lot to me. Please bear with me. I am really hoping and positive that you will learn something new at the end of my discussion. Thank you in advance, everyone. So today, we will be discussing introduction and understanding academic assignments. I hope that you are all familiar with academic writing or academic assignments since we have already encountered this in our younger years. But first, let us first define what is academic assignment. An assignment is a task or a piece of work allocated to someone as part of job or course of study. So our teachers, when we are studying, would often give us some assignments for us to study related to our lessons and lections at school. So the assignments help students to learn in an academic context and in the process sharpening the writer's researching and writing skills and broadening their understanding on the issue or topic researched on. So our teachers would not give us the assignments for nothing. They give us assignments that will enhance our vocabulary skills, our word skills, and our knowledge about everything or about the issue or topic we are being into. Academic writing corresponds with synthesizing, purpose, originality, spelling, structure, and a lot more to explore about this field. Meanwhile, academic writing might be found by others as critical, but to those who are language in students and people, they will find it as a way of widening vocabulary and skills. So, 'di ba, we met certain people na mulaong na ay nakalisod iton kahawinan iton, di ako ganahan magsuyat, di ako ganahan magbasa. But to people who are linguists, who are language inclined, especially sa students, teachers, and a lot more people, amura ila sa on way of expressing, way of informing, and way of persuading. So it's very fun for them. They find it fun, and it is a way of widening vocabulary and skills indeed. Moreover, academic writing is clear, concise, focused, structured, and backed up by evidences. So when we are going to write academic writing, we are more to these characteristics: clear, concise, focused, structured, and backed up by evidence. So, di ba kung kita gani magchika ta sa ato mga friends, mulang tana, huy, si kuan kay amo ini. So, di ba, mulang dazo na nato friend na, kay sino yung naglaong sa imo? So, laong magud si kuan. Okay, so we are giving evidences to prove na factual or true gasuda nato tanlaong sa ila. So, academic writing's purpose is to aid the reader's understanding. It has a formal tone and style, but it is not complex and does not require the use of long sentences and complicated vocabulary words. Okay, so in academic writing, we are not into literary creativity. So, an academic writing, it's very formal, contextual, pero it's not complex. So, kung mulaong ka na, gwapa siya, you should say it or write it directly to the point. Don't use flowery or longer words to make it complicated. Academic writing purpose. The most common purpose in academic writing is to explain some idea or research finding and to persuade readers that your explanation or theory is the correct one. So you are not writing an academic assignment for nothing. You have its own purpose. You have its reason why you write it. So my reason is to inform. My reason is to persuade. Okay, especially today, hapit ng elections, mag-write ako about my president. Okay, so my president is a big one. My president is a smart one. Okay, so I will post it or I will publish it in order for my in order for my colleagues or my friends to believe na sakto ako, so i-persuade ko sila na i-vote isab kung sino na ako president. Diba? Your explanation matters, and that you are proving that your point is good and your point is strong. In doing so, you may need to describe an object, place, or activity. Okay? So, I've already given an example about my President Kibali. Amo? Sometimes, you might try to narrate set of events in the manner of a story. So, academic writing also, as I said, is a part of narration. Like, for example, when I was younger, I used to tell my parents I wanted to be a nurse when I grow up. But when I turned 12, diba, you are narrating in a chronological orders based on your life sequences events. Basic features of academic writing. Number 1, first and foremost, is complexity. Written language has longer words. It is lexically more dense and it has a more varied vocabulary. So, complexity is say longer words, pero lexically more dense, mas direct to the point. Even though strong animo sentence or taas animo sentences, but you make sure that it summarizes all the ideas, it catches up all the information that you need to convey to your readers or to your listeners. Number 2 is formality. In general, this means that in an essay, you should avoid colloquial words and expressions. So, formal, dili ka mulaong dito na, shit, dump, because that's very informal. So, you should address it in a more general term or more formal term, like mediocrity, diba? That way, it could be better. Your writing could be better. Basic features of academic writing. The third one is precision. Facts and figures should be given precisely. So, kung magsuyat ka ng academic writing, when you are going to write academic writing, you need to provide factual evidences, strong point of views, truth opinions, with basis gasud permian imo dating. Dili ka mulaong na Duterte claims to hold COVID-19 down regardless of the cases rising above. Diba? Dapat sa imo source kundi imo sa tugikan tagkuha. So mula ako kadto dito, according to President Rodrigo Duterte's spokesperson, Duterte claimed to blah blah blah. Okay, so with that being said, you are giving precise information, precise evidences, and to strengthen your point, to strengthen your assertion. Number 4 is objectivity. This means that the main emphasis should be on the information that you want to give and the arguments you want to make rather than you. So you should also or always put emphasis kung ano yung gusto nimo i-convey, ano imo point. Kung mula ko na my president is smart, your president is smart. You are going to revolve around that certain issue, around that thesis statement, para dili kon liko an imo idea. Dili kung your president is smart, tapos so dili ka pwede mo laong na, but an ako president sometimes mabulok siya. Dapat you should emphasize na bright, smart gaso dan ako president, diba? That's what we call objectivity. Number 5 is explicitness. Academic writing is explicit about the relationships in the text. So, dili man sa ZOP, or it is not wrong to provide connections, diba? Everything is interrelated and interconnected. But if you are going to connect one information to another information, make sure that it has its relationship with the text. Dili ka magbutangan out of topic. You are not going to narrow, you are not going to broaden the topic. Like may lang ka na, my president is beautiful. So, dili na ka pwede mo laong na the other president is beautiful. Kaya may ila relasyon. So, dapat amora i-criticize mo on pikas. Number 6 is accuracy. So, amora sabad to nan factual, being factual, it talks about being factual and true to your opinions and information you are giving. Number 7, hedging. Necessary to make decisions about your stance on a particular subject or the strength of the claims you are making. So, you are, in this part, you are examining if this is factual, if this is true, will this be necessary? Sakto ba ini ako tagbutang? Strong ba ini ako evidence? O, di ba? You are examining your work. Number 8 is responsibility. You must be responsible for and must be able to provide evidence and justification for any claims you make. Amo? Like for example, my president is smart. Amo nakalaong makaw na smart. O, diba? So, you provide. My president is smart. It is because he graduated or she graduated at Harvard University with a degree of blah, 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 blah. And he provides platforms in a very, diba? Like that. So, it is your responsibility to provide justifications in any possible questions your reader or your listener would bring to you. Number 9 is organization. Text and ideas should be organized. Dili kon diri sa una my president is smart. Sa ikaduha nabulok ng president. So di ba i-organize mo gusto sila. You should always organize it para sa dali masabtan ng imo readers. Number 10, planning. The whole concept of the write-up should be properly and well planned. So sa iban, there are certain people who will write on the spot. But to some linguists or to experts, they should plan everything so that very good gusod and coming out ng ila work. 5 common examples of academic writing. First and foremost, this is a very common, it is the essay. Diba? There are also types of essay. Okay, so an essay is a piece of writing that is written to convince someone of something or to simply inform the reader about a particular topic. There are a lot of essay examples. Informative essay, persuasive essay, descriptive, but those are formal. So you need to provide evidences, points, stance, and most especially the thesis statement in which you will going to revolve around your ideas and text. Number 2 is editorials. Newspapers or magazine article that gives the opinions of the editors or publishers also. So this is very common sa mga magazines or newspapers and even tabloids and school paper publications. Diba? Sa ato mga editorial writers. Diba? Number 3 is abstract. Doon gani, introductory point ng research, amura summarization and is a whole paper. So, that should be formal. Zaon didun tanan information and is research, na isa ka basahan ra, zaon didun tanan. Amura, it's a summarization of your research. Number 4, reaction paper. A reaction paper is typically a 2 to 5 page document in which the writer responds to one or more texts. Like for example, you are reading a novel. Okay, so I'm going to write a reaction paper about this. How do I feel about this? What are my criticisms about this? What do I find funny in this novel? O, diba? You are giving reaction, you are reacting, you are giving feedback, or you are setting some goals na mo lang ka. I will react to this paper by how much the author involves blah blah blah. Okay? So it can scrutinize your idea and vocabulary on how you are going to react with things common and unfamiliar to you. Number 5 is book review. This is somehow similar to reaction paper. However, ang book review is the mga bases, there is a basis, there is a numberings so that you can be able to organize properly your review. Why to know academic writing? So, why is it we need to know academic writing? I am not inclined to it. I am a criminal justice system student. Why should I know about academic writing? Okay, so basically, this is the answer. Academic writing, scholarly writing, is non-fiction produced as part of academic work, including reports on empirical fieldwork or research in facilities for the natural sciences or social sciences. So basically, we criminal justice system students, when we get the chance to work in the future, we are writing reports, we are writing empirical narrations. So with that way, we can be able to cramp our knowledge about academic writing to write factual, to write an organized and more reasonable piece of work na maka-justify that our point and our stance are true and explicit. Academic writing requires well-informed arguments. So, with that being said, statements must be supported by evidence, whether from scholarly sources or research papers, results of a study. So, dapat ano mo evidence gasod is factual, dili kun opinionated ra, or bisan kun opinionated, dapat true and concise gihapon siya to your stance and point. Four main types of academic writing are descriptive, critical, persuasive, and analytical. I hope that you are all familiar with this, especially the descriptive and persuasive. Okay, so let us talk about your learnings. I know I am not the best that I can be, but I still tried to be the best out I can be. So I hope na sa iso na learn. I am really positive that you have learned a lot from me. Okay. So question, you can address your question to me through PM, private messages, email, since this is a virtual reporting. If you have questions, clarifications, suggestions, and recommendation, you can address it to me. Okay, so thank you so much for your attention, everyone. I do hope that I implanted another knowledge and wisdom to your brain and hypothalamus. Thank you, Godspeed, and be hydrated always, everybody. Rooting for you.